There's never enough time in the day to do everything that I want to do. I hear this so many times from entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants, agency owners, even healers. But is it really true? I mean, the people you look up to in your industry who are killing it have the same number of hours, and in fact, they actually work less than you. And you might say, well, yes, of course they work less than me, Bogdan, because they have a budget, they can hire team members, they can pay for systems, and, life is so much easier for them. But you don't understand. I'm not at that level yet. Or maybe you are at that level, but you're still maybe micromanaging your team, and you just feel like there's a lot on your shoulders still. You can come up with many, many reasons why there's never enough time, but it really boils down to one single reason, and it will surprise you. We can talk about time management apps, journaling, and all of that BS that you've watched maybe thousands of YouTube videos already on, or maybe you've even taken courses on productivity, time management, maybe even hired a productivity coach and you've seen a difference, but still, you feel like if you just had a few more hours in the day, things would be perfect and you would have time to do everything you want to do. But that's not the reality. The reality is the only reason why you don't have enough time is because you don't truly understand what you're doing. Or you might be understanding what you're doing, and hear me out just a moment before you jump off, you click off and start watching some productivity video. Here's what I mean. You're not being clear on what are the most important tasks that are pushing your business forward. Or if you know these tasks, you're not starting your day with those specific tasks. And the reason is simple. I see this in my clients, I see this in my friends, I see this in myself sometimes, right? When I don't start my day with the most important task is because I'm afraid of it. I'm afraid to do it. It's uncomfortable. It's scary. In most cases, the task that will push your business forward is the thing that you don't really want to do because it's new. It means getting out of your comfort zone. It means putting yourself out there in different ways, in uncomfortable ways. And it takes a level of courage that you're not really tapping into right now. I'm not saying you don't have it. I'm saying you do, but you're not really using your full resource in that sense. That's why you don't start with the uncomfortable. To give you an example, right? Let's say the coach who's just starting out, they're not reaching out to people, because they're going to get rejected. If you're a 7-figure business owner, you're not focusing on who are the ideal people to hire. Because it's like, well, I have to go through all of these resumes. Such a hassle. It's a headache. Let me just do the things myself, right? But the reason why you're not focusing on that as a 7-figure business owner is because you haven't yet tapped into your ability to lead powerful people. And so you believe that all the people who are in the market, they're just incapable. So why even bother? But when in fact, when you level up your ability to lead, that's when you start having more and more and more conversations with high-level people. I'll give you an example of that in a minute. Just before I give the example of the coach who's starting out, reason is the same, right? You're not tapping into your courage. You're feeling like if they reject you, there's something wrong with you, when in fact, they're just rejecting an opportunity to work with you, an opportunity to better their lives or whatever. It might not be the right time for them. Maybe they're already working with someone, has nothing to do with you, right? But you're putting your self-worth in something external in terms of, if I get the client, I feel good, or if I get the high-performing employee, I'm going to feel good. If not, I'm not going to feel good. This happened with my client who is making over $10 million in revenue a month. His challenge was that in spite of the fact that he was making so much money, the profit margins were minimal. So his challenge was finding a different opportunity within his business, within his industry, that would be a lot more profitable. And when he finally did, he decided, right, we talked about it, and we decided that the best thing to do is to hire someone who's already exceptional in that field. And guess what? All of this information was already there for him. But the reason why he wasn't taking action on it was because, like I mentioned before, he didn't tap into his ability as a leader, into his confidence. He didn't see himself as a confident leader who could lead powerful people. They had much more experience in the industry that he's, not in the industry, in the specific field of his industry that he wanted to tap into. And when he started tapping into that power, that courage, he was like, dude, I'm interviewing so many amazing guys. I'm actually getting even business ideas from these guys, or ideas on how I could improve my existing business. This is incredible. I already have like 5 people that I think would be ideal, but I think like the one would be the perfect fit, right? Things are different when you start doing the things. Number one, tap into that power, that courage that you're not really using right now. I have to be honest with you. You might not like it. You might not like it, but you're watching this video for a reason. And this is the real, true reason. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to give you some cookie cutter BS. Oh, just use a productivity app on your phone and you're going to be good. That's ridiculous. You've been doing that already and you're not really seeing a difference. Let me know if I'm wrong. Yeah. So tapping into that next level of courage, of power, and seeing yourself as a powerful leader, letting go of this idea of my worth is dependent on what happens. Do I get the amazing team member? Do I get the amazing client or not? If I do, I feel good. If I don't, I feel like crap. Letting go of that, because you know who you are, you know what you're capable of, and it doesn't matter what's happening externally. So you just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. I can't tell you how many no's I get every single day. Sometimes it feels like crap, right? But still, I start my day with that because I don't want to do it. I do it because I don't want to do it, because it's uncomfortable. Yeah. That's the number one thing. And then when you tap into that, you see yourself as a powerful leader. You get the better clients. You get the better team members. You start thinking more like a business owner rather than someone who's employed in his own business and you have to do everything yourself. You start thinking in terms of, you know what? I'm a powerful leader, so why the hell am I doing this myself? Why don't I hire someone who can do that for me? And you can be like, well, I don't have a budget to do it. My wolf dog is going wild right now in my balcony. So I hope he doesn't destroy everything until I finish this video. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, I don't have the budget for the employee. Of course you do. An employee should be an asset, should be someone who makes you money or allows you more time or freedom to make more money. If they're not that, right? You give them a trial period, you see how it goes, they start making you money, and then all of a sudden you have a budget to pay them because they've made you money. It's easy, right? But you're hiding behind these excuses because you don't want to use your full power. You're afraid of it. And that's okay. That's natural. It's natural to be afraid of your power. What's not good, if you're saying that you want to build a great business and expand and grow and have a big positive impact, what's not okay is staying there and hiding behind these excuses when in fact you know that you could be doing so much more, right? So in short, when you start your day with the most impactful, powerful task, and then you leave all the rest to, okay, if I can do it, great. If not, that's okay. We can do it tomorrow. Your business doesn't have an option. It doesn't have a choice. It must grow because you're starting with the profit generating tasks every day, right? You're not skipping it, no matter how uncomfortable it is. Is this making sense? Let me know in the comments if this is making sense. That being said, if you'd like me to help you tap into your power, just like I did with my clients, so that you do start showing up as a powerful leader. If you're sick of giving yourself excuses and looking at your bottom line, looking at your competition and saying, you know, why are these guys getting better results than me? They're not better than me. They're not providing a better service than me. They don't have a better products. Why are they killing it? That's the only reason why. They have a higher level confidence, higher level inner power with a shittier product or service will make more money than better product, better service, but lower confidence, right? So you have to be really, really look yourself in the mirror right now and say, am I willing to keep falling behind while other people who are not as good as me just take the majority of the market? Do you feel like that's fair? Do you feel like that should keep happening? I mean, 10 years from now, think of it this way. 10 years from now, knowing, and this is actually the one question that I asked my client before we started working together.
What feels impossible for you right now?
At least doubling the business.
Do you feel comfortable dying and knowing that you could have done so much more and you had everything you needed to do so much more?
I don't feel comfortable. I mean, that's the reason I'm here.
Do you feel comfortable knowing that you could be doing so much more right now, and the only single reason why you're not doing that is because you're not tapping into your true power, your true confidence? You're not showing up as a powerful entrepreneur. And when you do that, there's no level of excuse, there's no level of fear, there's no level of discomfort that can stop you. In fact, the discomfort will energize you and it will make you enthusiastic about doing the things that you know you need to do. Do you feel comfortable sitting there and, having things, seeing other people just move past you? Why? You know that you're capable of so much more. I know it. And I think you know it too. If you're still watching, I know you know it, right? Go down below. There's a link. Read about exactly what we're going to be doing in the call. It's not going to be a sales call. It's a totally different experience. This is like nothing you've ever experienced before in your life.
I closed 22K in sales in a matter of like 3 weeks or something after basically having nothing really going on. And so it was just like, holy shit, like we're doing this, like we're back, like it was really beautiful because sales and business in general felt very hard. It felt very tight. It felt, it felt very strapped. Like it really helped me kind of reframe that experience. There were months where I was doing 8, 10, 12K. And then there was months where I was doing 1K or less. And it was just like this super roller coaster.